Students, please see page 88 of your text where it is discussed about pedigree analysis. Pedigree analysis. The idea that disorders are inherited has been prevailing in the human society since long. This was based on the heritability of certain characteristic features in families. After the rediscovery of Mendel's work, the practice of analyzing inheritance pattern of traits in human beings began. Since it is evident that control crosses that can be performed in pea plant or some other organisms are not possible in case of human beings, study of the family history about inheritance of the particular trait provides an alternative. Such an analysis of traits in general several of generations of a family is called pedigree analysis. In the pedigree analysis, the inheritance of a particular trait is represented in the family tree over generations. In human genetics, pedigree study provides a strong tool which is utilized to trace the inheritance of specific trait, abnormality, or disease. Some of the important standard symbols used in the pedigree analysis have been shown in figure 513 in the textbook. Now carefully look at this picture given in this slide. Observe 1, 2, 3, 4 marked at the right side of the picture. They represent the 4 generations. 4 generations of a family are represented in the 4 rows. Let us analyze the first row now. In pedigree analysis, many symbols are used. For example, squares represent male and round represent female. The green line connecting the square and round represent marriage or mating. Here, Alfie married Esme. Alfie is a normal person with normal cells, but Esme is having sickle cells in her body. Here, normal and sickle represent the shape of their RBC, red blood cells. Note that the round shape is filled with a color that shows that person is deceased. In their marriage, Alfie and Esme gets 4 children. They are Emily, Abby, Thomas and Sophie. That is 3 affected girls and 1 boy with normal blood cells. Now listen to the third row where the second daughter, Albie, has married a normal man, Thomas. Theo and Abby of the third row in marriage get 4 children, Harry, Bob, Carrie and Fran. That is 2 sons, Harry and Bob, and 2 daughters, Carrie and Fran. Look how the daughters are different. Carrie is a deceased person and Fran is having normal RBC. It's not a deceased person, that is why it is not painted full. Like that, among the sons, Harry is not deceased, but a question mark is shown above Bob. What could be the result? Such an analysis of traits in several of generations of a family is called the pedigree analysis. In the pedigree analysis, the inheritance of a particular trait, here it is sickle cell anemia, is represented in the family tree over generations. In human genetics, pedigree study provides a strong tool which is utilized to trace the inheritance of a specific trait or abnormality or disease. Some of the important standard symbols used in pedigree analysis we have seen right now. Each and every feature in any organism is controlled by one or the other gene located on the DNA present in the chromosome. DNA is the carrier of genetic information. It is hence transmitted from one generation to the other without any change or alteration. However, changes or alteration do take place occasionally. Such an alteration or change in the genetic material is referred to as mutation. An alteration or change in the genetic material is referred to as mutation. A number of disorders in human beings or diseases in human beings have been found to be associated with the inheritance of changed or altered genes or chromosomes. That is what we are going to learn next in detail. Together they are known as Mendelian disorders. Broadly, genetic disorders can be classified into Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. Mendelian disorders are